Alright, I finally got on my other account through my computer. I don't know if the quality's better. Microphone may be better. I have no idea. Let me know, guys. This is not on my phone this time. I'd have taken some cold medicine. I went and got the flu shot, and I think that did help me start to feel better, but I got some of this to put me in the hole, but I couldn't stand not having it because the whole not being able to breathe thing was getting old fast. Oh, man. So as in the title, guys, let me know if you pay that, anybody around me, because if you guys aren't, I'm not going to. So yeah. I don't know why. I'm so aggravated, guys. Part of me just like doesn't know what to do, because part of me's like, should I just rip this place up and put it on a truck and like just sell the land? I don't know. Because I've already paid for it, so it's like I can technically rip it off if I want. But it'd probably destroy it if I didn't hire a crew. You know, they do that. They put them on a truck and like use lights and flags and transport it on the highway or whatever. I just can't believe, like, from my grandma's house, it was cheaper than here. I don't get it. My luck is just... All you can do is laugh, guys, because if not, you'll cry. I think I was like getting a cold or getting a flu, like I told you guys, like, and I wanted to get the flu shot just because I was starting to get scared because I can't breathe, and I thought tomorrow I'll try the penicillin. I really want to grow these plants that have medicinal value, so that kind of, this whole experience it still taught me things and what I still can't do without. I'm hoping that I, fingers crossed, can find somebody so I don't have to move, but it's also kind of like, if I have to move and that's the way it goes, like, that's the way it goes, I guess, you know, and I'll just have to figure out what to do. And I'm panicking like I was at my grandma's house. It was just like so much panic, and I don't want any more ulcers, and it's gonna be impossible not to stress about it. And she's wanting to come tomorrow, and I'm just like, girl, I got dishes. I want to repair the sink. Like, girl, can you give me like 2-3 days at least? Like, give me time. And food, just like, everything's so expensive. I'm gonna cry, guys. I'm gonna freaking cry. I can't get YouTube Premium, so I'm trying to make use with the lives that you're gonna get now. Because I'm gonna be busy if she's gonna be booking people. It was stressful living at the house because there was people there all the time coming to look at the house. And it was usually in the afternoon, and it was usually like right when you get out of the shower or something, like that was the time. Or when you're in your PJs, or if you're like in bed. That's when they come. And then that's when I'm like, I'm not doing that. You're going to have to come between. Well, I can take, early, mostly sun up, maybe a early afternoon, but once it reaches 4, 5, I'm like, girl, I don't feel good, girl. I gotta lay down. My side is hurting. My right side, it's just like cramping. And I'm aggravated because it's like, I don't know what I did. I don't know if like almost falling down the step, like jerked something. I don't know. It's gonna aggravate my back. It's gonna put me in a bad mood the next couple days. All you can really do is try to take a. I'm gonna take a muscle relaxer, and I only have 2 left, but I need to get them re-prescribed and some aspirin or something. Really hope it settles down. If not, I'll go back to the ER, and they'll probably give me a couple days worth until I can see someone for it. Like, and I'm not asking for it, but it's just like. Apparently, I also learned there's like a new like a booster shot, and they're and they're running low on them at Walgreens. And so tomorrow morning, because I learned about it when I went and got my flu shot, because I don't want to get any worse than I am, because I got a text on my phone from CDC saying they recommended it or whatever. So I didn't want to even take the freaking chance. I was like, nope. And then I also heard today that you can get a false negative test. And I'm like, that's why I do 2 at a time. And I'm like, she's like, well, I guess there could be that slight chance that 2 of them are negative. I'm like, then why do we even have them? Box tests. You know what I mean? It's like I keep debating, should I get the booster shot? And part of me's like, I should. But it's also like, if they're giving it out, it's probably for a reason. At least that's what my dad used to say. It's like usually because somebody's onto them about it. And they're supposed to be giving us certain. My dad would say they had access to like better vaccines, cures to like cancer and stuff. They just don't give it to the public. I don't know if it was true. But my dad would always said he always believed that. Like there was like when you become really really rich, like the richer you get or something like that, or the stronger, more powerful you get. Like if you come from a certain type of like a family or like not like I don't want to say like mafia, but like if you have a lot of money or power, like let's say you own a lot of cars or something that's worth money, right? Something that's worth value. It seems like the more of it you have, the more free you are, which shouldn't make sense, right? We should have access to all of it. That's what I'm like, that doesn't even, like, why does it matter? Like, and they try to say there's limited resources, but I don't believe that. I think it's a way, and maybe it's not like rich people, maybe it's like certain people that have studied about it and know only about it, like our physical health, like what responds to it well. 10 minutes in, still nobody. But it is 10 a.m., guys. Oh, well, it's 11 now because I was trying to get my Google account signed in, but I ended up getting woken up at 10 o'clock by this loud truck, like, right past my house. And, I usually don't complain too much, but it seemed like unnecessarily loud. But I guess he got to go up the hill or whatever. But I don't know if he goes to work at 10 o'clock or if he was coming home or leaving. It sounded like he was leaving his house at 10 o'clock. And if he's working, okay. But it's just like, I was literally asleep in the recliner in the living room, and the sound of the truck, like, woke me up out of a sleep, like, terrified. Like, I just heard loud noises. And it just, like, it was so loud. It was, like, right in front of my house, and it was, like, it's like, I wish there was a way for me to, like, reduce the noise. I don't know, guys, but I'd have to find someone. Like I said, I don't know if, some people were like, get a roommate, but I don't know. I don't know if I could live with someone, to be honest. If I could, it takes a specific person. And like I said, you said ask family members. They don't want to live here. Already asked. And I don't know, guys. Like, it's just like cringe. I'm hoping if this place sells, then I'm just going to be like, I'm just going to go wherever is affordable. I'm sure that she'll help me find something, or at least give me advice on what I should do. Because, like, I want access to clean, healthy water. And I really believe, like, when you get on, like, city water, it is not good. Like, I was the sickest I ever was, right? And I think when you're on well water and you get better. At least with stomach issues, in my personal opinion, the stomach issues wasn't as intense and the pain wasn't as tense. And I don't know if that's fluoride. I don't know if it's a chemical. I don't know. I don't know what's all in it, but there's a lot of crap in it. My nose is itchy. Better put that medication back over by my medicine jar, so I know where it's at. Oh, man. My throat is so dry, but I wonder if that's a side effect of the flu shot. I'm not even kidding. I've been super, like, my throat's been kind of just like dry and kind of itchy like. Also, they don't tell you this when you're younger, but when you get around 30, you start to get pain in your jaw. For me, it's right here. So, like, literally right where my ear is, bottom of my ear. And it comes right to there. And it hurts like when you open your teeth. It's like up. And when you open your mouth, the little, like, space in between your teeth in the very back, the gum, like, that's where it hurts. And when you open your jaw to eat, it just, like, you hear crunching sounds. And that's how you know. Unless I have, well, they say I have osteoarthritis, so I don't know if that's every 30-year-old or just me. Yeah. I also got diagnosed with Crohn's disease and GERD. I have ulcers. I literally have my medical records. Like, hey, let me get them. I made a post. I mean, you guys seen them, but I actually got them blown up. Oh my gosh. This is where I used to get my stuff, but I don't go there anymore. I moved far away, so it doesn't really matter now. But where's my pictures? That's what's in my stomach they found with that pill camera. These are apparently ulcers. Probably shouldn't have showed you all that, but there's like another page of it, but I'm trying to be careful not to share like my still usable medical information. I don't think there's. Okay, it says it goes passing into stomach, small bowel, into colon, mild gastritis, and gastric erosions noted in distal part of the stomach close to the pylorus. No enteritis or blood noted. So gastritis with gastric erosions and normal small bowel endoscopy. Okay, so that was like my colon or whatever. That came back all right, but I had something called erosions and gastritis, gastric erosions. Good Lord. Oh, it's just like painful to look at. It's like I knew it was painful from what I was experiencing, but gosh, look at what I'm doing to myself. Look at what they're doing to me, body. Well, at least I showed you that. Now we can say that you've seen it on camera. Well, goodness, my back. It's like I have the pain in my neck, but it's like my upper back, like behind where my shoulders are. Really, it all hurts. Something they don't tell you when you get to 30. Your back starts to hurt. Taking aspirin will be a normal part of your day. You'll start worrying about things like your health more. I really wish I could get an exercise bike, like what I used in physical therapy. Not like a hardcore one. It's for people who are disabled. It's just a chair, and it has pedals on it where it goes up and down. It's like a little bit of a resistance though. That helped me with mobility. That helped me with the strength in my leg. That helped me with my back. It helped me like actually do something to lose weight. So I kind of like, ideally, yeah. To be honest with you, I kind of always wanted to have liposuction done. But I also heard like people, like, you know, I don't know, it's scary. Like, I don't want to say anything scary, but it's scary. And it's like I want to try. And I really feel like if there was here, like one, I would probably put it in the back bedroom because I wouldn't want it out, obviously. But if I put it back there, would I do it? I don't know. If I had a place, like a little cubby on it to put my phone, I really think I would do it because it would just mean me sitting somewhere else in a padded seat in a different position with a phone. And it's like even the ones that you sit down on and you pedal, but it's like the pedal is more of a resistance if you've had, like I said, the arthritis and you got it in your knees too, and you have it everywhere, your ankles, your neck, your jaw, your wrists, your elbows, your shoulders. You don't feel good. You feel like a walking old, like stiff concrete bones. If someone even like grabs a hold of you a certain way, it hurts. It feels like fire. It's just like, and when you're bigger too, I think you get like kind of like nerve damage type just from, and the thing is, I can connect all of this back to when I first got this cyst in my ovary. When I first started showing signs of a cyst in my ovary, they put me on birth control, they put me on metformin, they gave me depot shots. Okay, I apparently, like, I had like an uneven, like, estrogen, testosterone in my body that apparently created this cyst. At least that's what they say. Okay, do I know that to be the truth? No, I don't. But I have a cyst in my ovary. They won't surgically operate it on it. They won't, they can't remove it because I still want to have a kid. But when I really think about it, guys, when I got that cyst in my ovaries, that's when I started to gain weight. And I was so hungry all the time, like abnormally. And I wasn't big as a kid, you know. I guess like average. And I mean, when I look back on pictures, I was like super small. And it's just crazy, like, and I really think like hormones have a thing in on it because I know other women who have PCOS and they're all kind of like big like me. And they struggle with getting the weight off. And the thing is, because they don't have this treatment for this cyst in your ovaries, and then that's when I started looking up more of this plant medicine. And I want to get this specific plant medicine, but I can't even afford it. And I want to get this specific stuff in the books that is apparently supposed to shrink cysts in your ovaries. But that stuff's expensive. So I'm like, okay, maybe I can get a hold of the seeds and grow it myself. But by the time I do that, I'm going to be dead with something. You know what I mean? I'd rather get the tincture right away that you can buy online, but see, I'm real into all that, like, holistic type health stuff. I think it's at least worth a shot if you've tried everything else, right? And to be honest with you, I've had some good experience and some bad experience. So it's like, and you know, some of it actually works. A lot of it works, but there's some of it that doesn't. And maybe it does work, but it just doesn't work right for you. Like it might be too intensive of an effect. Like if you get respiration medication, I get these over the counter like respiration. It's supposed to have like slippery elm bark in it and milk thistle and all these herbs that are good for you, extracts. Man, wouldn't that be so cool to have a bunch of extracts, medicinal like extracts, like like just like to have like a cool little room full of just like tinctures and dry herbs. That'd be so freaking cool. Roots. Dude, I'd be so envious if I saw that. I'd be like mesmerized. I'd love to have like an old fashioned like medicine shop. Yeah, that would be really freaking cool. Or use it to make teas or something. Really, that everyone's using extracts now because you can put them in a tablet and easily just take it without tasting it or anything. And that's what the respirations are. Sometimes they put powder in tablets. It's depending on if they use the flower and the leaves or if they use the root. And if they usually use the root, it's always a tincture. But it's more potent, apparently. I don't know if that's true with every plant because sometimes the leaves are more potent depending on what the plant is. And sometimes the flowers are more potent depending on what family the plant's from. And that's why I really wanted to go to the library in High Ridge, but I don't know, guys. If I'm gonna have to move, like, what's the point, right? I'm scared. I'm too far behind. If you have ideas, let me know what to do. What to do next. I'm thinking, should I just go to Oklahoma? I heard it's cheaper there, but I don't know. I kind of feel like everywhere has cheaper in certain places. It's like part of me wants to leave, but also part of me like doesn't know. I don't want to go somewhere in a worse condition, but it's also like, I just want to get a patch of land somewhere where it's affordable and not have these weird fees. I was under the impression that, you know, I owned it outright, didn't pay no fee for a road. Trash, maybe, but even then I would have thought no. I don't know. Weird, weird, weird. Weird, weird, weird. I don't know what I'm going to do, guys. I'm trying to think, and I don't know. I'm gonna try to stay on here until like I'm like settled down to try to go back to sleep, because when I heard that truck, like I said, woke me up at 10. It's been hard to go back to sleep. Like I've just been kind of anxious and tired and my throat's sore. And I had taken this Sudafed to help open me up, and it did in my face. It helped a lot, but it was not cheap, guys. I had to get it at Walgreens because I went to go get my shot and they wouldn't let me leave right away. You know, because you're supposed to wait a little bit after you get a shot. I got it in my upper arm, but I need to call in the morning and try to, one, I'm kind of scared to go anywhere because they've been saying that COVID's been coming back around, so I don't know. There's been people sick and sneezing, and oh my goodness. Oh, my hip. I kind of just don't know what to do, guys. Try to go out and be independent. Hmm. These chocolate chips came from Arizona. I'm having my very own happy Halloween. Alright. Ooh, now I'm sleepy again. I noticed sweets don't make you sleepy. If you eat too much of it, maybe. Ooh. I think I took all my medication. What time did I fall asleep in that chair? I'm trying to think. What was my last live, guys? I really think it was. What time did I fall asleep in that chair? What time did I get back from the grocery store? I don't know, guys. I sat in the chair and I fell asleep in the chair. But that's what happens with me. Like, especially when it was like when you try to get as much as you can in one day, you pay all your bills, you go grocery shopping, you come back, you get your trash out, you get your cat food, you have to go back to get your flu shot. I got a lot done, guys. I'm really proud of myself, but it's like, you know, I've tried that level of hard all the time and I can't make it. Like, I don't know. I'm about to cry. When am I gonna find me help? Jesus, help me out. Come on. I know you're there. Send down a little blessing to me. Alright, guys, I'm gonna end the stream. Night.